Hi guys, welcome back to the 12-week Christmas card series. Today we are in week 7. We have already done 1 through 6 and this is week 7. And today we're going to be making this card here. We're going to be making our own embellishment. Here, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. So we're going to go ahead and angle the camera down so that we can get started on this card. Today we will be using these products here in this card project. I've already set aside a couple of markers that are actually pencils, colored pencils that we'll be using. And today's little embellishments made here are made by using key rings. They look like this. We're going to take the little loop off and it'll look like this when we're done, and we're going to go ahead and put our little Santa and our Christmas tree in here. We're going to use these stamps to stamp on the tree and the Santa, and then our embellishment that is on the front of the card. Here we're going to need some tape, ink, wire to put on your little, actually made them look like they're little ornaments here. So we're going to need the little wire for the loop here, and then I use the wire to go around the sentiment on the bottom. I love using the wire. I've used it in a couple of the cards. Alright, so let's go ahead and move this out of the way. We're going to need some green cardstock, we need red cardstock, white cardstock, and then also a printed paper of your choice. When we are done with those, let's go ahead now, and we have our paper cut out that we're going to be using for this card. And the card, let me grab the card back here so we can bring it here. The card here, you're going to have the base card here, which you're going to have the, I think it's 8.5 by what, 11.5 paper. You're going to cut it in half. So you're going to get your base card. You're going to go ahead and fold that. Everyone knows how to do that. We're just going to fold it, and you'll take a bone or a credit card or something, and then just fold it across there. So you're going to need your base card. And then you're going to need some paper to stamp your stamps here on, your tree, your Santa, and then your sentiment. So we have a piece of paper here for that. Then you're going to need the green that's around the key ring. And then the red cardstock is here, and then this red one here, and then the white one. The papers that you'll need to cut is the white. You can just kind of cut that at whatever you need. You're just going to take and stamp your stamps on there. So when you do that, you're going to take your stamp. Let me get that here for you. You're going to take, and I've already stamped a few on here to show you, to save us some time. So you're just going to stamp them on the corners so that it is easy, so when you need to punch them out, you'll be able to punch them, and I will show you that. So let's go ahead and just punch that out. You're going to go ahead and take your punch, and then you're going to take and put it in, and then you're just going to go ahead and punch out your Santa face, and then you will have your face. So you're going to cut that out. On the green sheets, you're going to need about a 2 by 2 on both the green and the red. Because the green you're going to end up cutting, or actually ripping, and you're only going to use a little bit of it that's going to come around here. So about 2 by 2 for that. And then on the red part at the bottom, you're going to need about a 3.5, I think it was by 1.5. And then the white one here, you're going to need a 3-inch by maybe an inch. And then on this one here, you're going to use a 5.5 inches by 4.5 inches. And that's going to go in front of your card, because that's what your card is on both sides. So let's go ahead and get started making this. I've already gone ahead and taken and made some to go on our card. I've already made the Santa Claus one here, and I've also made our embellishment here to go on our card. So to save us some time, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to move this all aside. We're going to go ahead and take our tape, and you're going to need a two-sided tape, and we're going to go ahead and just tape this piece to our card. Alright, make sure I got my card. I'm doing this upside down. So we're going to go ahead and just take and tape the card to the front of the card like this. Alright, so now we have the front of our card. So then we need to make these embellishments here. So I've gone ahead and made this one, but I'm going to go ahead and show you. So you're going to need those markers, and I took the markers and I'm sorry, I keep saying markers. They're actually colored pencils, and just color in the colors that you want. Of course, Santa's hat is red. His little mouth is red. And then I took some light brown, and I kind of just sort of went over his face a little bit. I made him have some blue eyes. And I came back with the red, and I kind of gave him some little red cheeks. So now we have this. We have our keychain that I told you I took the little ring out of, because we're going to do away with that. We're not going to use that, so it's going to look like this. Then we're going to take our wire, and this wire is about 4 inches, so you're going to cut off using your wire and your snips. You're going to cut off about a 4-inch piece of wire, and then we're going to go ahead and we're just going to loop it inside the hole, because we're just going to make a loop, because we're actually making like an ornament. So then we're just going to twist it, and let's just put it up here, and then and then we're just going to loop it. So you're going to make like a little loop, and then we can just twist it in the back. Alright, there we go. And if it's a little long, just go ahead and snip it off. We're going to snip that off. Like I said, I'm working upside down. Go ahead and get that over there. So now we have this part on there. So now we're going to take our Santa that we did, and we're going to run some tape on the back of there. Whoops, upside down. There we go. When you do this upside down, it seems like you always have problems. And then you're just going to put it right in there like this. So now you have this part done. And then you're going to have, like I said, the wires in the back and your little loops. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take that green paper, that 2x2, and you're just going to kind of like lay it on there and just kind of measure. And then you're going to rip. You're just going to rip it around into a circle. And kind of do a bigger one at the beginning. And then you can just lay this on here and figure out how you want to shape it. So then you just shape it to whichever way you want. And then once you get it to the way that you want it, then you're going to take this and you're just going to put some glue on this. And then you're going to glue it to your paper. And then, like I said, you can go ahead and just rip it apart. For some reason I don't want to rip for me today. And just rip it and then fix it to the way that you want it on your card. And then you will have one like this that's already done for us. And then you're going to take and you're going to lay it, because we're going to use this one. So let's go ahead and put this one down. You're going to go ahead and we're going to tape it again. Put some tape. And after we get our tape on there, we're going to just go ahead and lay it on there. And you can put it like I put it at a little angle. And then just press it down. And then I took this one and I did the same thing. I just ripped the edge, flipped it over, ripped a little bit more, just a little bit, and have that little ripped haired look. So now we have both of our ornaments done, and now we need to work on this here. So that scrap piece of paper that I showed you, you're going to go ahead and you're going to use your black ink again, and you're just going to stamp your black ink, and then you're going to take, and this one is done for us to save us some time, and you're just going to stamp it on there. And then after you do that, you're going to take your red 3.5 by 1.5, and you're going to put your white sentiment on there. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get that down and taped. Alright, so now we have that on there. So now we have this part. So now we have to take our wire and we have to snip off another section of wire. This is about 12 inches long, however you want to design yours. And I usually take the snip on this project here, and I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to make it like a loop. Okay. There you go. Just a loop. And then I'm going to take it and then I'm just going to lay it across. Let's see if we can do this. And then we're going to take and just wrap it around the paper. And you can wrap it as many times as you want. Let's go ahead and wrap this. I'm doing this, like I said, upside down, so it makes it a little bit harder for me to see what I'm doing when I'm doing it upside down. And then you're just going to take this again and just twist it. And make a little loop. And then just bend it so it's kind of flat. Yeah. And then you're going to have it like this. And then it's going to look like this. And you can just wrap it, like I said, any way. And I have this one already done. So this is the one we're going to use. So now we need to add these to our card. I love this card. It's really a fast and quick card. And then we're going to take this here. Make sure we have the right side up. Like I said, I'm working upside down here. And then we're going to put this in the middle. Hopefully it's in the middle. And then you're just going to press it down and make sure that it's all down. We're going to do the same thing with this. Put our tape. And then we're going to add our little tree. And I did put it on a little angle. Okay, here is the other one. I love this card. I think this is so cute. And I love making my own embellishments. And look at this. This was really quick. I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you will come back and wait for number 8 of the 12-week card series. This one is going to be a cute one. It's going to be with trees on it, and I hope that I will see you next week. Bye.